story. Y'all need to wake up on your inner monster. Be creepy, be freaky.
Tampa, Florida, we are back for Spooky Empire 2019. Fall Spooky, not Spring Spooky. We missed Spring Spooky because we were in St. Louis for Trans World. You can check out those videos up here. But we're here for a few hours. We have our guidebook and we're ready to go for some Fall Spooky 2019. Let's move to the Tampa area, formerly in Orlando. Word is they could not find a space in Orlando to host the con this year, so they moved it to Tampa, actually a bigger and better location here in the Tampa Convention Center. And word is they may be returning to the Tampa area for next Fall Spooky 2020. Spring Spooky, still in Orlando. And we're gonna go in. The first stop is the spooky merch, but the shirts this year, on point. I love the baseball sleeve shirts, orange, and the return of the Peace of Mind shirt with white sleeves. Very cool. Look at these prints. I love the bumper sticker, similar to South of the Border. Alright, so the video's all over the place already. We looked at the merchandise, but then I got very distracted by Bob Briggs, one of my all-time heroes. Basically had the job that I grew up having him as an electronic babysitter, watching movies that are not of the greatest quality, B movies. He's also on Shudder now, but commentary that will live with me forever and help forge my sarcastic ability while watching these movies. But we just met him and took a picture. You guys can check that out here. So as usual, the autograph people are out in this room. You can't really video the autograph people as they're doing their thing. But Clive Barker is here, and he's inside this mystery room where you can't see him. Clive Barker, international man of mystery, has a line outside, but then you can't go in. Joker masks from the movie! Yay! So many vendors. So many kaju. It's like a flasher. Godzilla's like, get off of my back, yo! Baby stuff. I love babies and kid stuff. It is so creepy. Mary was in love with this art, so we're getting this art. It's really awesome other stuff as well. This is Alex Warden.
Yeah.
Look at these costumes. I love it. Oh my god. Those are so cool. Meet Grandpa from the Munsters. Fun fact, although his grandpa from the Munsters had a comedy club in Staten Island, I used to go there often. I saw Andrew Dice Clay there. I got this autograph. This is the art of Scott Spillman. He's doing a piece right now, Beetlejuice. This is other pieces. Elvira is amazing. Captain Spaulding, R.I.P. Look at these heads on a stick and that angry jack-o'-lantern. I love it. I love this guy right here. Spooky, 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 spooky. Eyes light up. What? We just took a picture with Beetlejuice. You can check that out here. Check it out. Check out these heads. Oh my goodness. Have no fear, the Ghostbusters are here, and they believe you. It's Bob Ross? Bob Michael Ross?
Wow.
Oh my god, these are amazing. Holy cow. Finally I could dress like broken Matt Hardy. Coming up to 13X Studios. Look at all of the awesome hockey masks. Wu-Tang in the house. Papa. Whoop whoop. Little Misfits. So many masks. Perhaps the best mask this year. R.I.P. Sid Haig. Fried chicken and gasoline. Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. I'm not even supposed to be here today. Look at these guys, they're awesome. We're heading in to Ballroom B for a panel with Alice Cooper.
Well, what I think is really neat about this particular Spooky Empire is we have a couple guests that you've had the opportunity to work with, such as Dee from Twisted Sister.
Yes, Dee and I go way back. I mean, way back. And it's always great working with Dee. He's a consummate pro, so he's a good guy.
And I wanted to ask about the band video, which was Be Cruel to Your School, which is an absolutely sensational video. What was that like working with Twisted Sister and also the incredible Tom Savini?
Well, especially when you... I hadn't really met Twisted Sister until... And so if you remember Dee when he first started, he was this insane clown, with all this blonde hair and all this thing. And for me to walk in and go... but very, very cool guy. And the band was great. They're very smart guy. And Be Cruel to Your School, of course, we had schools out, so Be Cruel to Your School was kind of like they were in bed together.
Why do you think the video was banned here in America? Was it because of the over-dramatic special effects? Was America just not able to handle that?
I think it's basically, at that point in time, I think the RMCP thing was going on, where they were trying to ban videos, they were trying to ban this and trying to ban that. And, Twisted Sister kind of came from the same school as us. Piss off the parents as much as possible, and then the kids will love you. And that was sort of our thing. Now, I don't think you can actually shock an audience anymore. I mean, you could cut your arm off and eat it or something, but you can only do it twice. So, shocking an audience, it used to, in the 70s, if they cut my head off, this is the most shocking thing, we can't let our kids see this is the worst thing ever. Now you turn on CNN and there's a guy really getting his head cut off. Yeah. So CNN becomes more shocking, the reality, than any fantasy thing that Zombie or I or Marilyn or anybody can do. So now the shock rock is just a bit of a device in the show. I mean, they're still cutting my head off, but it's very classy now.
And another story that I wanted to ask you is, there's a scene from the film Almost Famous where they're on a plane, and I was watching, I think it was the Chef documentary, and they were talking about how that plane ride was based on an Alice Cooper plane ride?
There was a scene in Almost Famous where the plane catches fire and they're confessing things to each other and all that. That happened to us. And he was on the flight with us. Cameron was.
Oh, Cameron was on the flight with us?
Yes. And we're flying into Notre Dame or someplace like that, and I look over, and one of the engines is on fire. And we're playing poker, and I went, the price of poker just went up. Everybody's putting their money in, and one of the guys is sitting there, and he goes, one of the guys in the back, we had a friend that was our accountant, he goes, he says, your wife's gonna have a baby, right? He goes, yeah. Yeah, it's mine. Everybody starts confessing all these things because they think we're gonna die, And then the pilot on the plane, and his name was Captain Kirk, I swear. And he says, well, fire's out, we're gonna be landing now, and everybody starts thinking, what did I just say? What did I confess to? Just kidding, that's your baby. But that was a real true story that really happened. So when I saw the movie, I went, oh, wait a minute, that happened. I saw where he got the story.
The Alice panel was awesome. Lots of newer questions this time. We saw Alice do a Q&A at Spooky a couple of years ago. Different questions. It was good to see a variety of things being asked this time. Different questions. We have some cards here from Ash vs. Evil Dead. Hail to the king. ran into Papa. We've seen Papa in a couple of our videos before in passing, but he's going to give us a blessing here today for the Cheap Seat Nation. To the cheap seats, may all your dark desires come true. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, we're going to head back up onto the floor. It is so cool seeing people at so many of the same cons, or different cons, but the same people,
Yeah.
over and over again. So very cool.
We saw Papa.
Papa! The Papas are growing now. Walking the aisles, walking the aisles. Slee stacks, what? Holy crap. Land of the Lost. They've got cool keychain fobs, Camp Crystal Lake, Shady Pines for the Golden Girls. The Overlook Hotel, Bates Motel, and now it's time to wait for the Twisted Sister panel. Do you think that they'll adopt me into the band because of my face makeup? I just won Elvira Coffee for knowing who played piano on the song Be Cool Your School, the Twisted Sister and Alice Cooper. If you guys know who played piano, you should let me know in the comments below.
So we can't even tell you how many times
I know.
a night.
Do you?
I heard that song.
Reunited right here in Tampa, and I want to know if you guys have a favorite memory looking back, maybe recording the album or on tour.
Wow. That's a, could you be a little bit more specific? Yeah. 8 million things happen.
Has anything happened in that amazing period in your life that you remember? Yeah, I mean, so many amazing things happened in that period of our lives. During the recording, I mean, it just, I always go with the first thing that flashes in my head. I don't know what your guys will be, but I grew up on Long Island. Mark grew up on Long Island. We played in the tri-state New York area, and as a kid, I went to concerts at a place called the Nassau Coliseum, and a place where I had historically the worst tickets in the fucking world. And I bought from a scalper, and he told me there were great seats, and I asked out a really hot chick who never would have gone out with me, but I had excellent seats, and they were the top row at the fucking back of the arena. That was the worst day of my life. But that said, that was the place where I went to see shows, and when we got our first gold album, For Stay Hungry, it was presented at the Nassau Coliseum in front of all the people that had seen us play for years, in the place where I had gone to concerts my whole life. So to me, that was immediately came to mind as my greatest memory of that time.
And then, of course, we did an amazing 18-year tour with Iron Maiden. Say, how many of you saw the Maiden Twisted tour at all during the tour? That was all over the place, Canada, US. That was an amazing lot of fun. It was actually.
What about when we challenged Dave Murray and Iron Maiden in a drinking contest?
Oh,
I got in the Long Beach Arena and Iron Maiden almost didn't play.
Wait. This is our drinking champion over here. Many have tried to stand up against Eddie Ojeda. Many have died. Pete Way from UFO, who's a heroin addict, sent Eddie home, says, I've had enough, I can't deal with him. Lenny Kilmister, may rest in peace, said no mas to Eddie Ojeda. After 3 days, he called us and said, come get Eddie. I can't do it anymore.
To be honest, Eddie is our designated liver.
And Dave Murray had the audacity to challenge Eddie Fingers Ojeda to a drinking contest.
Well, on day 3 of a 4-night gig in the Long Beach Arena, Iron Maiden, those guys who are so short they look like extras in Game of Thrones, okay? So these guys challenge us, so you don't drink, but we actually do have somebody who occasionally has a drink.
We didn't drink, but...
Well, me and Dave went out that night.
He never came back.
We ended up getting on the side of the bus because we kept leaning around, walking around the side of the bus. Then finally, somebody took us to our rooms and we tried to play Jimi Hendrix from Fox and Lady.
Well, wait, can I just say this? Let me tell you, here's what happened. We get to the arena the next day for a sound check. Eddie comes in for the sound check, And he has that look on his face, that kind of like Doonesbury, like curious look. And I said, how'd it go last night, you and Mary? And he said, I don't think Dave's gonna make it. And I said, you don't think Dave's gonna make what? He goes, I don't think he's gonna make the gig. I said, I think he's dead. And they would like break into his hotel room and wake him up and like stick.
He was unconscious.
And my man Eddie really stuck up to the
That's
bed.
been represented, Twisted Sister. The ambassador of goodwill.
He came in with that elephant nose on.
Yeah, elephant nose?
Me and AJ did the sound check with Iron Man.
Oh, that's right. AJ had to do this. Yeah.
Of course I didn't. AJ did a lot better than I did. I was a bit hungover, and actually Dave was trying to teach me Flight of the Icarus, but neither one of us remembered it.
Well, you were not in the band. You were not expected to know this song.
It was fun. It was a fun night.
You know, it is amazing though that it is 35 years ago this year that it's 35 years for that album. I mean, let's give Stay Hungry a round of applause, man. And in case you don't know, and you should know, if you want to like have pride in Twisted Sister, you should just know this fact that We're Not Gonna Take It and I Wanna Rock are the two most licensed songs in the history of heavy metal for more TV shows, movies, soundtracks, and commercials, more than songs by Kiss, Def Leppard, AC/DC, and by the way, all great bands, not taking anything away from them. But we are the creators, he wrote, the two most famous songs in the history of heavy metal, licensed around the world. And We're Not Gonna Take It is the #1 protest song in the world. And that, they can never take away from us.
That was so cool.
That was.
I didn't know how much I wanted to see Twisted Sister do a panel until we actually saw them do the panel.
Yeah, they're really fun too.
This video. We're on the video now. That guy wins. But anyway, that was totally awesome.
Oh yeah,
Totally awesome.
really cool.
Coming back into the vendor floor. Check out the tattoos that are going on over here. Everyone's getting some work done over here. Everyone except for us.
What?
We need more tattoos.
Oh, we do.
But not here.
No.
We
Every time
will
someone posts
return.
something online, says they got one, I'm like, I want one too.
Oh, Atomic Tattoos with the happy cat. The good look cat. Tattoos, tattoos, tattoos. Some crazy work. Oh, do you work here? Look at that Joker. And Pennywise. Or you can get any of these portraits for $100 each. That size. Coffee Shop of Horrors. One of our last stops here. Gotta get more coffee. They're based in the Claremont area. Love their coffee products. One last thing, custom Ouija boards. Haunted Mansion. Spooky Empire, we're gonna get out of here. This was a fun day. A little different feeling being in Tampa. A little different. We were here in this location for Tampa Bay Comic-Con last year. The aisles were definitely wider. I'm not sure there was as many vendors as the Fall Spooky normally has. But the Q&As are always awesome. Cosplay is great too. My understanding is Spooky will return to Tampa Bay Convention Center for the fall next year. As far as fall 2021, I'm not sure about because we heard that they may return to Orlando, but they will next be in Orlando for Spring Spooky. And we'll probably be there. As long as it doesn't fall on my birthday weekend when I'm going to St. Louis for Transworld. But a lot of cool stuff. We met a lot of cool people out here and had a lot of fun doing spooky wookie. We'll be back again, I'm sure. So on that note, thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. I got a dime up here and mustache. Holy cow, I'm looking at the screen and wow. See you guys.